Hola, Libra friends. Welcome to your heart spread for May 2021. Special on the beach edition. Thanks for joining me here. A little bit past dawn, just finished the quickies. And this is for whoever's on your mind, whoever's in your heart, whoever you're thinking of. You don't have to be with them necessarily. Uh, it's going to pick them up. We're going to look at you and your person and kind of see how things are going, your dynamics, and then get some advice from Spirit for the relationship. So this is you. Seven of Swords is where you're at in terms of love and relationships right now, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. So you're either in that energy of strategic thinking. Let me get a cup of coffee here. Mm. Um, and you would know, I mean, if you've been doing some hanky panky, um, if not, then your partner has, or you think they have, and so you're in that energy of thinking strategically, like, why did they say that? And want to maybe look at their phone. It's tough energy to be in for a relationship, whether you're in one or starting one. Four of Pentacles. Well, I'm a Venus in Scorpio, so I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody presented to me with this Four of Pentacles energy, your person here, which is holding back, can be emotionally holding back, kind of cold, kind of reserved. This is a relationship reading, so we're not going to speak to this as being poverty physically. But they might use that as an excuse, like, you know what, I just don't have any money to go out. But you're feeling it with the Seven of Swords. This is feelings. You're picking up on that energy of not being available, and it's kind of making you, that could just alone be like, um, what are they doing all week, Are they just staying home watching Netflix, or are they talking to someone else, or that's kind of like that energy there. And now, wow, this is how you're feeling once you're in the relationship. Man. Well, we look at the transition from where you're at. Seven of Swords is just kind of you, just around relationships. And this one speaks, number three position, specifically to how you feel in relation to this individual, which is exactly what I was saying. Maybe worse. Maybe you've actually discovered that they were seeing someone else or talking to someone else. hmm And obviously, you're not happy about that. Let's see where they are. Should be interesting. The Hierophant. All right, I think like with the Hierophant here, it's this is them dealing with an existing relationship, because this is them once they're in the relationship. In this position here, four, don't like to look at it as relating to the past relationships. But with you being Three of Swords, there's a reason for that. That's how you're feeling once you're in the relationship about your person. And obviously, it's not a good feeling. I think they're partly what they're doing. They're focused on a marriage or a long term relationship from the past, or maybe they're one they're still involved in. Or this could even be like they haven't told you, but they're still married, or they haven't told you, but they're definitely married, and maybe you haven't really been to their house. It could be like that, and that's why they're holding back. Like, do they only talk to you at certain times? That's an indication a lot that, why do they only talk to you at certain times? Well, because the wife or husband's at work or something. Um, wow. Okay, Libra's in the Seven of Swords. So, Seven of Wands. So, out of all this, yeah, you would feel like you have to defend yourself here. Yeah. None of this is good energy. None. Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Seven of Wands. Is terrible energy to be in a relationship with. And Seven of Wands is advice from Spirit. So this is important. So Spirit is telling you, defend yourself, have boundaries, set up boundaries. It's righteous defense of the castle. You know, he's got the high ground here, the moral high ground, I would say. And it's like Spirit is urging you to do this. Defend yourself. And you shouldn't have to defend yourself in a relationship. Could be a little bit of danger here. I just got a sense. Like you literally may have to defend yourself. Which would, I got the sense of female, male. Okay. Eight of Cups. Wow. This is their advice from Spirit in the relationship. This is a little tricky. Normally, I'd say this is their advice from Spirit is to walk away from this relationship because this is their advice in your relationship. But their advice here, it very well could be that they need to walk away from the other relationship. This is their advice from Spirit in this relationship with you, Libra. And their advice is if they want to have a relationship with you, then they have to let go of the other one. And the reason why they could be stonewalling you, could be cold, could be remote, could be not available physically, emotionally, in some sense. Yet there's a relationship here. You're thinking of them. Could be because they're just really caught up in this other relationship. You know. Let's see what this is the advice from Spirit for the relationship as a whole. Okay, now I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. This just turned into an interesting read here with the Empress. Advice for Spirit for the relationship. This is very nice. It's like encouraging, interesting, but boy, there's going to have to be a dramatic turnaround. And I think with the Seven of Wands, okay, guys, it's important. You're going to have to give an ultimatum. You have to say, I am not, I am, however you want to do it. I'm sorry, honey, that you're dealing with so much stuff, and it really am. But I can't do this. I can't do this. You gotta, an ultimatum. You gotta let that stuff go, or I'm out. Um, but I got a feeling that they will here because the Empress is here, and fertility, stability, strength, warmth. It's probably everything you want from them, but you can't get. It's like the universe is saying that you could have this. They simply have to walk away from what was going on before, what they're still involved in, maybe, and the outcome with the Five of Pentacles. Wow. Well, the Five of Pentacles is the absolute opposite of the Empress. The Empress is abundance, fertility, abundance. And the Five of Pentacles is lack, poverty, lack mentality, not good enough. And they show up as the Four of Pentacles. I think this is about both of you. If you're tolerating all this, I mean, it shows you Libra may have a lack of self-esteem. Lack of self-worth, not feeling good enough. Because like I said, I think the universe is telling you with the Seven of Wands, you need to at least put an ultimatum here. Now we're going to clarify this out with three cards because now we're looking at some time. The fact that the Empress is here shows me that there is hope, although it certainly doesn't look good, and it hinges on your person here, you know. And I think with this Seven of Wands, I'm going to clarify this out, and I'm probably looking at 5 months here. I got a feeling maybe 5 weeks. Um, but it's clarified out with the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Three of Wands reversed. I'm going to take that reversal. So um, we're looking at like a 5 month period. And I think, too, with the Queen of Swords, this could speak to the person they're involved with, male or female, like an air sign that's very assertive, maybe in this case selfish, um, aggressive, even, that kind of thing. And with the Lovers, I mean, here you got the Lovers as a choice. a choice has to be made with them. I think this is your person here. And then you've got the Three of Wands reversed. That's looking. That's looking. So I see this as them turning away over a period of time from this Queen of Swords person and moving towards you here with the Lovers and basically choosing you. And with the Three of Wands in reverse, honestly, if the Three of Wands, if I didn't take it in reverse, uh, I would say after a period of time, they're just going to be done with both of you and walk away and look for another person. But I think with it here, I think that they're going to eventually, and it may be a 5 month period here. If you do this ultimatum, remember this is the wands, Seven of Wands, and the Three of Wands in reverse. They're going to understand that they have to let this go. They have to let this go. This third party is what it is. Go. It doesn't matter if they're having sex with them or not. I mean, a third party is anything that gets in between you and your lover. So it doesn't even have to be a person, right? Could be a habit, could be a relative. Um, but I like it. It's like it's going to be hard won, and there are stipulations here. The outcome is not assured. Hey, we have free will. The outcome is dependent upon you, first of all, asserting yourself. And this is like, I am good enough to assert myself. I am worthy. I am not worthy of this bullshit, and I'm telling you that. I'm tired of this, blah, blah, blah. If you want me, I don't want to deal with your shit anymore. I want you and I in a relationship. But the Empress is here promising that this could happen if they make that choice, which I don't think they're going to make unless you push them because they're stuck in it. Um, Somehow they're comfortable with it. It may, with this Five of Pentacles, they just feel like they're not good enough. So, of course, I'm stuck with this person. And this Queen of Swords, I really think is their person. And they may have laid a real number on their heads here, your person's heads. They may have really work this angle of you're not good enough. Could be very subtle, gaslighting and, all that stuff I got a feeling. But they might already be kind of feeling that energy to start with, okay? And their person just kind of worked them for that. But wow, it's a complex reading, Libra, but kind of leads to a good place. So I hope that was helpful. Give me a like. I appreciate it. It's good karma. It's easy. And comment if you relate to this. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody subscribing. Really want to get to that 1,000 so we can do this live. Be a lot more fun. Thank you guys. May 2021. Thanks for joining me, Libra friends.